So the question continues. Next question is, what are the vocal problems you do experience? What are the singing challenges you see when you are singing? Maybe people have even told you, oh, you need to watch this. We noticed this when you were singing. And maybe some of these comments have been recurrent that, oh, you're always singing off key, you're always going off beat, and all of that. Whatever it is, it can even be a challenge that happens within you. That maybe when you are singing, like some singers experience secretion of phlegm while they are singing. All right, it can be an internal thing, it can be an external thing, okay, or it could even be a communication issue, all right, for you as a singer. So whatever the case might be, please feel free to list them and send them to us. Now, a note of warning here, or a word of caution, as the case might be. Now, in responding to your answers, I'm not going to give you what you will just do and then instantly, oh, everything will just become perfect. No. One thing with singing is defined as the art and process of producing pleasant sounds through the aid of the voice. So you see, there is an art aspect of singing, there is a process aspect of singing. Some of the issues that you will probably write as your vocal problems or singing inadequacies or challenges are not developed in one day, not even in 1 month, not even in 1 year. Okay, so to also undo some of these things, it will take a process. All right, but one thing is that we'll give you the principles, and then maybe even do 1 or 2 practical sessions for you. But then it depends on how much you are willing to work, whatever we give to you as coaching or consulting tips for the issues raised for this particular question. I need to explain this in advance so that we don't have any type of misunderstanding. Okay, yes, and still remember, this is free. Now, I reserve the right, based on my discretion, to know or to pick or to choose which question to answer. I may answer all your questions, I may respond to all your answers, to the questions that I've asked you, and I may not. I may just pick 1 or 2, depending on the volume of the answers I get. All right, and all of these things take time and all of that. But I promise, if you respond to this video, you will hear from me. Yes. So next question is, do you write songs? If yes, how many songs have you written? All right, what have you done with the songs you have written so far? Okay, and what are the things you still have in mind to do with your songs, that you have not yet done? So I'd like you to write those things down. All right, and then we can look into those. Yes. Next question is, do you know your vocal range? Now, this next question is very important, and it also helped me to know you more. What styles of music do you find easy to do as a singer? There are singers that if you give them contemporary music to score or to perform, you are just going to expose them because it's going to be very difficult. But if you give them anything folk, love kind of genre, or you give them anything traditional or anything local, they are able to deliver. Okay, so for you, which one works for you? And there are those that they can do contemporary so well, but they cannot do anything local. Now, whichever one is your style is not a deficient position. That is why we have different genre of music. Okay, every genre is important, but I want to have an idea of what is your own strength. Okay, then the next question is, which style of music would you like to be able to do that you see as a challenge now, but if you have your way, you will want to be able to be to be strong in those styles too? I want you to list them and send them to me. Okay, now next question is, what are your singing goals? What are your music goals? What are your overall objectives And again, I must also put a word of caution here. Like more than 90% of the responses I get, even in my own one-on-one sessions with the people I've coached, what I discover is that most people have not, taken out time to think this, through. Particularly most of us who are church singers, we just found ourselves singing in church, and majority of the responses I get for these questions are majorly spiritual. Now there is nothing wrong with that, but the truth of the matter is, I will not be doing you, a great service by not by telling you that is the only thing there is to music, the spiritual aspect of what we do as Christians. The truth of the matter is there is a spiritual aspect of music, and that is very important. We must prepare well, we must engage the Holy Spirit, and we must make sure that whatever we do minister to lives, bless souls, affect the kingdom. But also, as important, equally as important, is the professional aspect of what we do. That is the reason why it took a while for church musicians to cross over to the mainstream. It took a while for us to gain the recognition we have today, as singers, as professional, artists. Why? Because for so long, a lot of church singers equated mediocrity with spirituality. They'll just go into the studio, just record anyhow, just get any producer, just do anything anyhow. And so far we have prayed and we have mentioned the name of the Lord in it, it can fly. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of those songs are not delivered the way we expected. So thank God for what we have seen in the last 5-10 years, in the music industry, the advent of music ministers who have added excellence to what they do. So in this particular question, what are your musical goals? What are your singing goals? I'd like you to answer it. Give me your spiritual, goals. Yes, I'm very much interested in those. And then more importantly, or equally, important, I want you also to answer professional goals. What are your professional goals? What are your career goals? What are the things you want to see yourself do? What level of excellence do you want to manifest? What platforms do you see yourself? Just dream big here. Just, answer as elaborate as you can make your answers to be, okay? And then the last one there, which is the last dimension, is that what do you want music and singing to do for you? That is the personal dimension. So you have this spiritual dimension, you have the professional dimension, and then you have the personal dimension. All right. Okay, so I will do the rest, maybe a couple more, in the next video. Remember, this is free. If you answer, you will get a response from me. Yes, A.B. Cornerstone, your vocal care coach. All right. See you in the next video.